Good morning. This is the Wake Up Happy Show with me, Wizzy. You're listening to Kane 103.7 FM.
It's been over 500 years since the English monarch worked with the Catholic Church. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yeah.
They went Church of England, sort of pulled away from Catholicism, which is the reason it's been so long since an English monarch did this. So, I mean, but then, I don't know, I'm skeptical about what you say because it must have been in the calendar already.
Welcome to The Business Of. I'm your host, Wizzy Magnussen. The Business Of features interviews with business owners, entrepreneurs and inspirational people from across the globe. So sit back, relax and enjoy stories, tips and knowledge from the experts. This is The Business Of.
Absolutely. It's all about relationship building, isn't it, with practitioners, particularly around well-being and mental health. You need to feel safe and that you can be honest about your feelings. And one thing that interests me is 54% of the 3,000 respondents to the survey said they had a physical health problem now or had previously had one. But do you, Dr. Leach, think that physical illness can affect mental health as well?
Welcome to the NBA podcast, where we talk tech and talent at the Nordic Blockchain Association. I'm your host, Louisa Wizzy Magnussen, and today I'll be finding out the who, what and why of the NBA and what's coming up in the future of blockchain technology as I chat to our CEO, Jakob Mikkel Hansen.
To get a grasp on what we're talking about today, can you please start by relaying what the true figures on immigration in the United Kingdom actually are? The French political system has become fractured in recent years, with three key players fighting for power.
I'm Louisa Wizzy Magnussen with the business of drumming with the great Charisse Osei, one of the most sought after drummers in the modern music world.
Welcome, Gavin. Good morning, and thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. How are you?
I'm fine, Wizzy. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Can you please give us a brief background on the crisis that has been unfolding in French politics?
Welcome to the Last Week in Denmark podcast. I'm your host, Wizzy Magnussen, and I'm here with founder of Last Week in Denmark, Narshes, to discuss this week's news and offer you extra insight into what's been happening and how it could affect you.
It must create some conflict between... It just must create cultural conflict, I suppose. This difference and the sudden change from being one to being separate. I mean, what effect did that have on relationships between people from the different regions, the different countries? I'm Wizzy. This is your 1 minute bulletin. Kane FM would like to wish all our listeners a very happy Christmas and a wonderful new year. Thank you for your continued support, your enthusiasm for everything we do, and your love for the diverse music we play.
Welcome, Jakob, and thank you for your time today. To kick us off, could you first tell me a little bit about your career background and how it led to your role as CEO of the Nordic Blockchain Association?
But how do we encourage the people that run these services, these AI, these technologies, to be more green? Do we need to be putting more pressure on them from a government level? Does policy need to come into play here? What do you think?
Whether you've been up all night seeing the new year in and wishing goodbye to 2025, or whether you've just joined us, you're up maybe for work this morning. That might be unusual on New Year's Day, but some people are out there. I wish you all a very good morning and a happy new year. That was Horizon Dub by Treehouse Fire. Next up, it's another local artist. This is Flora with Easy.
Russia and the war in Ukraine are in the headlines every week, but what do we know about the political landscape in Russia today? What are the differences between the former USSR and Russia? How do people in the region view the UK right now? Joe Barnes is a political journalist and author who covers the former Soviet Union. His work has been based in the former Soviet Union for over a decade, and he joins me to deep dive into the differences between the previous and current political climate in the region, particularly since the war in Ukraine. Welcome, Joe. Good morning, and thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and thank you for having me on.
You're very welcome. It's safe to say it's a rather complex subject, isn't it, Joe? When you say soft power, do you mean that they're in the hearts of a lot of patriots? We'll be back with episode 6 next Friday on your favourite podcast platform. Search Last Week on Earth, like, subscribe and download to keep up to date with our weekly discussion, delivering sharp analysis on the world news agenda. For now, I'm Louisa Magnussen. Thank you for listening. Thank you again, Anne.
Thank you, Louisa. It's been lovely talking to you.
And you. I wish you all a good week ahead. where does it come from with an individual? Where is the point where they go, okay, I want to transform something. I want to change. I don't want to feel lacking in confidence. I don't want to hide anymore. What gives a young girl or even an older lady that boost, that power to want to come and work with someone like yourself and that encouragement to make a change?
So do you think we as individuals, as humans, have quite a lot of control over our futures, really, if we plan, if we manifest? I mean, how much power do we have as individuals over our own lives?